This is a fourth video on providing tactily graphic-rich environments for preschool and elementary students. This is a video of Logan. He's sitting outside on a bench at his school. He has the APH Draftsman tactile drawing board, and he's making a picture of a fox for his orientation and mobility teacher. He's holding the drawing tool in his right hand, and his left hand is following the lines that he's making. He feels the bottom of the fox with his fingers, and his thumb follows the line he's making for the ground below. He knows where to end when they match up. Then he adds the tail on the fox.
It's a fox. See, this is the long, sleek body, the little fluffy tail, and the big head with the sharp teeth and the little nose, and the 2 eyes, and the 4 legs.
Where are the ears? Where are the pointy ears?
Oh yeah.
Puts a dot on the top of the fox's head. He moves a little to the left, starts the ear going up, and comes back down where the dot is. From that point, he makes the second ear. Then he feels with both hands the finished ears.
Now it's a fox.
That looks awesome.
We can look further at his drawing process and progression over the years. I think a consideration here is that many sighted kids, love to draw and spend hours creating fantastic worlds and creatures and tell stories through their drawing, and it's a source of pleasure and expression. And Logan's one of those kids too. He happens to be blind, but he had the tools for tactile drawing in his home and school environments, just like kids have pen and paper around them all the time. Drawing and art for Logan has progressed in a similar way as it does for sighted kids. In the video in this series on early elementary, we saw that some of Logan's first drawings were a simple shape and lines. This is a first grade frog with a small circle and 4 lines coming out for legs. This is a picture of a third grade drawing. There's a stick figure person and a stick figure animal. The animal has wings, and Logan described it as me helping a Pegasus. This is another third grade drawing with multiple images on one page. There's more independence with drawing and more detail. This is an illustration for a writing project all about cats. The cats have pointy ears and whiskers, and there's also some stick figure people in the picture. His class went to art each week. This is the self-portrait he did in 4th grade. The students learned about proportion, and they made many drafts and iterations of their drawing. They also learned about expressive elements, what they might want to show the viewer about themselves. Logan drew a picture of his new puppy on his shirt. In order to make his drawing more visually accessible and reproducible for other family members and friends, we put the image onto swell paper and made a visual tactile drawing. Here's clips of him doing the drawing where you'll see him using his fingers to measure out where his lines are going.
Very nice.
Time to draw my arms.
His arm is not just one line. He needs both sides, so he draws one line down, goes back up, and feels where to put the second line.
Wait.
Then he feels where to put the hand, and he starts drawing 4 fingers.
Oh!
He changes position so he can draw the thumb sticking out.
My thumb. It's all like... I'm gonna make my nose a little dot.
He adds eyes by making small circular motions.
There.
Now he's drawing the dog on his shirt in his self-portrait.
The ears.
In art class, Logan was able to explore other media and techniques. This is a printing project. The kids made recessed marks in styrofoam, and after applying ink, they were able to print that onto paper. The print on the right of a beetle was a copy I made from his original plate. This was a project to make a book. These are many images of different monsters. This was a collage project done with various materials. It was also done collaboratively. His paraprofessional gave him different materials, described background images, so he was able to choose and put together these visual tactile images. This Pteromus tarantula is fuzzy and brown and in a desert setting. This Scorpeta is on the background image of a high desert. It's half scorpion, half cicada. It's made out of felt with legs. You can feel a stinger, and the wings are made out of a fabric that's translucent that you can see the background through. This was a concept that was discussed with Logan and became one of his design element choices. Some other ways to work collaboratively is to get some assistance with the cutting. He always described what he wanted and checked that it matched what he was thinking for his artwork. The element of story is really present in drawing, including fantastic creatures, epic journeys, and monsters. Here's several of Logan's drawings on tactile drawing film, including creatures, cats and dogs, and people. Logan's art teacher and I discuss Logan's drawings.
I think with him too, like you were saying with literacy, there's always a narrative.
Oh, there is, right?
There always is some sort of character, or setting,
right,
or some sort of...
There's a story working out.
There is.
What is typical and how did Logan fit into that?
But I think there's still that similar interest in kind of, animals or imaginary beasts or hybrids or something like that, on some sort of like journey.
Scorpeta.
Yeah, some sort of like journey quest or something that they have to achieve. Or it's not quite dystopian, but something where it's like it's another world or portal or something like that.
Yeah.
I think is very much where the kids are at.
So in that respect, he's right there with the other kids.
I think he's right there, but not as dark.
Here's Logan looking at a tactile drawing on drawing film and describing all the creatures. So Logan, can you tell us about your picture?
So this is the underground lizard. It has 2 wings with 2 claws on the ends.
Underground lizard.
And it has these big claws on its feet and little arms. It kind of looks like a dragon. And it has this head, but it doesn't breathe. It breathes fire. That's one thing I can tell you. Here is the carnivorous... No, this is a lightning muto. It's really scary. It has a lot of abilities. Like it can shoot lightning. And yeah, you can't really see it. But it kind of looks really tiny. But it's actually not in real life if you see it. This guy, he is danger. He is, no, I'm not kidding. He is a Titanic tail. He eats meat like humans. And here's all his teeth. And here's his big mouth. And he has a very long head. Like a very long snout, you can see. And very big claws to chop up the human with. And he has a really short tail. And he's kind of long looking. Okay, this one is the king of the beasts. He is watermelon. No, this is a kaiju. He like attacks cities a lot. And he has a very long tail that's like holding upward. And this line, it like goes around the monsters. Like goes all around them. And the kaiju, I'm going to go back to the kaiju, goes like, it is like humongous. And I mean humongous. He is humongous. Oh,
What was up there?
this one?
Up high.
This one?
Did you tell us about that one?
Oh, that one? Ooh, you guys are on the pretty one right there. This is a Titanic moth.
Ooh.
It's the size of our school.
Oh.
And it is really pretty, but it is poisonous.
Ooh.
It can spit poison.
Thanks. Above that?
It's really nice. It's not a meat eater, it's a vegetarian.
Okay.
Above this one? Above that one?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. This one is the god. He is the god. He is the god of beasts. This right here is a porthole to the monster world.
Whoa.
And this, he is the god. He's guarding the porthole. He is Watermelon. And you notice he has little sparks coming from his shell. That's because he's magical.
In this clip, Logan is demonstrating his drawing process to us and a family friend. The images on the table of the ant are the family friend's artwork that we've created on the pee-off so it was accessible to Logan.
To draw like a circular, like kind of like an oval-ish shape thing. And to make room for the head, I have to stop like part way. And then I draw over here. And then I go, and then circle back around and do that. There's the Scorpeta's body. So then, time to start doing the tail. So the tail goes up and a little curve. And there's the tail. It's that easy. And now you do the spikes up the tail.
Oh, like...
And now let's do the two wings. So one wing.
Scorpeta.
Two
Where does
wings.
Scorpeta word come from?
What?
Where does the Scorpeta word come from?
Word?
Yeah, how did you make up that word?
Oh, I just mixed a scorpion with a cicada.
Oh, good idea. I like to do that.
So the wings come from the cicada. The wings come from the cicada. The tail and the legs come from the scorpion, but except there's way more legs.
To wrap up, all drawing, whether it's visual or tactile, is meaningful, and tactile drawing especially needs time to develop, and the tools need to be available in all the environments that a child is in. When kids are young, drawing and marks on paper are the beginnings of using symbols to tell stories and for language. Our kids that are blind need that also. They need that to express themselves, to explore their creativity, to tell stories, and for the rich social connection it brings them. It also very naturally builds conceptual understanding and tactile skills that they need as they go through school and into adulthood.